I'm not going to lie. Throughout my entire life, Mega Man 6 has felt like a retread, like I had played it way too many times before, despite it being my least played NES Mega Man title. For some reason, despite the many times I'd give this game a new run, I could rarely bring myself to finish it. This was true back when I was a child, and even when I tried to replay it a couple years ago on the Mega Man Collection for Xbox. It's weird as I couldn't even pinpoint why this game didn't excite me. It seems well known across the internet for being the run-on unnecessary Mega Man game, but then I've also seen it referenced as an overlooked gem. When I recently decided to replay this, I was ready to look into why this installment never impressed me. The original Mega Man games never had much of a story, but this time around it was actively lame. Also already done in Mega Man 4 and 5, Mega Man 6 reintroduces the false evil enemy plotline. It was original in 4, okay in 5, but here with Dr. X, it just shows that Capcom isn't even trying anymore. It's obviously Dr. Wily, and even looks like him. Capcom doesn't even try to hide it, as if they already knew that we'd find 6's story lame, but for some reason they went with it anyway. Mega Man 6 uses the Mega Man 5 gameplay engine, and it's hard to go wrong with that. With that kind of refinement, it would be difficult for Capcom to even make a bad Mega Man game. The 8-Robot Master concept is still strong, and having so many unique styles of firepower in an NES title is still rare. There's very little that is outright negative about this Mega Man game. I suppose my only problem with it would be that it feels like Mega Man 5, the outtakes. Coming out a year after Mega Man 5 and only 3 months behind Mega Man X, a title that acted as a series overhaul for the Super Nintendo, it only makes sense that Mega Man 6 on the dying NES got the short end of the stick. That they had more exciting projects on the horizon, and that anything else to come out on an 8-bit system would be pretty much just a cash-in. It is sad, but then definitely true. So what is it about Mega Man 6 that makes it feel less than stellar? Basically, to sum it all up in a word, it is uninspired. Everything feels more generic than ever, the level designs work in providing a course to make your way through, with a nice balance in the difficulty, but then there is nothing that ever really hooks you. Nothing stands out about Mega Man 6. The graphics are nice on a technical level, but the art in the background is never incredible. Nothing grabs you, there is absolutely nothing about the stages that really stand out. Nothing exciting and new is ever introduced. While the bosses get their job done, and they aren't bad, they once again feel like retreads from the past. It turns out that Plant Man is pretty much a carbon copy of Mega Man 5 Starman. Even the weapons you get from them are about the same. It's very hard to be critical of this game. My dissatisfaction mostly stems from the fact that it doesn't quite live up to the previous Mega Man games. If no other Mega Man titles had ever existed, and it was just this one, I'd probably think this game was incredible. I would probably consider it some bizarre masterpiece out of nowhere. The franchise is still home to some wonderful concepts that are rarely ever copied properly. Mega Man still handles great, moves exactly as I want him to, and taking down enemies is still a blast. There's really just nothing about this game though that would make me want to play over one of the many other amazing Mega Man titles. Towards the end of the game, Mega Man 6 gets dull. Its repetition starts to show through, and not just compared to the rest of the series, but within the game itself. The castle bosses are boring, once again feeling like rejects from previous games. Mega Man 6 sadly does not end on any particularly positive note. It is extremely unmemorable. I hate to be so negative of this game, as it is still fun and better than the majority of the 8-bit crap out there. My problems with this game are mainly only rooted in the fact that I've been such a fan of the overall series since the very beginning, that while the game itself is good, it doesn't quite impress me who's already seen it all. I recommend Mega Man 6 to all of the Mega Man fans out there, but not until you've already played 1 through 5. Mega Man 6 for the NES receives a 7 out of 10.